Bloomberg Television. Top experts, great questions. It's the world's second largest economy with a growing influence in global affairs. Bloomberg The China Show brings you the unmatched expertise you need to keep track of breaking news, in-depth market analysis, and the most influential newsmakers in and around China.
We need to do more to engage the market more.
We're risk on. I think we caught a little sweet spot.
Massive savings right now.
It's already a different game.
Bloomberg The China Show. Weekdays around the world, right here on Bloomberg. Context changes everything.
Key investors, top executives, global innovators. Join me for in-depth conversations with the biggest newsmakers on the day's top stories. Insight with Haslinda Amir, only on Bloomberg.
The Middle East and Africa regions are home to some of the biggest deals and fastest growth in the world. Vibrant resources and high-yield investment opportunities abound. I'm Jumana Versace. Join me on Bloomberg Horizon's Middle East and Africa for the stories, newsmakers, and insights shaping the decisions of traders across this exciting region.
You had heightened levels of volatility.
There's still room to maneuver.
We do see opportunities.
It allows you to increase significantly your net income.
Every trading day, only on Bloomberg.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute automotive news whenever and wherever it happens. I'm Matt Miller in Detroit, and this is Bloomberg.
Welcome to Bloomberg This Weekend. I'm David Gura.
I'm Lisa Mateo.
And I'm Christina Ruffini. We're tracking breaking news today from Wall Street to Washington.
Let's start overseas. The sector is really propelling this deal forward.
Yeah, the hope is this will open up new markets and provide some additional liquidity.
Of course, now they're going to have competitors. We got a big week coming up in politics.
Earnings season is underway. We're going to get some key reports.
Everything you need to know before the markets open on Monday.
Introducing Bloomberg This Weekend, bringing a little Bloomberg into your weekend routine.
Guys, buckle up.
Welcome back. A few minutes to go until the opening trade this Tuesday. Then here was the picture on the S&P 500, which ended the day in positive territory, up about 1%. Oil prices actually came off a little yesterday. You had the gains coming through from the semiconductor space as well. Part of that tied to the Nvidia story with that projection around $1 trillion of sales by the end of next year. It is a different picture today, of course. Let's flip the board and have a look at the futures picture. Gains of 1% on the S&P 500, gains of 1.1% on the Nasdaq 100. European futures ended up about 0.4%. Today, we're looking again. Higher oil prices, the dollar is gaining, yields are up, bonds are selling off modestly, very modestly. You're seeing that in treasuries reflected. European futures then pointing lower by 0.4%. Iran is showing again that it can hit infrastructure, energy infrastructure in the Middle East, and that is driving Brent and WTI up again. FTSE 100 futures pointing lower by just 13 points. We'll see if there is a bit of a buffer in the energy space. That sector performed well yesterday. On the downside, you saw autos, the biggest losses coming through for that sector. That was the Monday story. DAX futures pointing lower by around 67 points. Lizzie, on an individual stock basis, what are you looking at?
Well, you flagged the Nvidia remarks yesterday, Tom, and chips top of the list this morning. We had Jensen Huang setting that $1 trillion target for sales, so we look for the European read across this morning. Also, keeping in mind Commerzbank and UniCredit, we were hearing from the CEO of Commerzbank, Bettina Orlopp, earlier in the programme, saying that she's going to focus on Commerzbank's own strategy after that bid from UniCredit yesterday. And of course, once again, energy in focus. It is the reason for the risk-off mood elsewhere, but we're looking for energy stocks to be higher as you say, Iran steps up energy attacks on infrastructure around the Persian Gulf. So we're heading towards the open, Tom.
Yeah, historically what the IEA describes as the biggest oil shock and energy shock on record. And again, it's